Oates Harrison, a candidate for the Masters of Educational Technology with a certificate in online teaching. I come to you from beautiful Castle Rock, Colorado, a small town just south of the Denver metro area. I am a 10-year veteran of the teaching profession and have taught 6th grade regular education and kindergarten through 5th grade special education. Currently, I am a kindergarten through 5th grade special education and interventionist teacher with the Cherry Creek School District. My journey into education began at the University of Iowa, where I graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education in 2002. In 2007, I received a Master's of Arts in Administrative Leadership and Policy Studies from the University of Colorado at Denver. Welcome to my reflection video, a part of my culminating EdTech portfolio. This video shares with you my personal story of professional growth and accomplishments as I have progressed through and completed my EdTech journey. I plan to share some of the most powerful and significant learning that I have experienced along the way, and to discuss why my teaching in my classroom will never be the same. I hope you enjoy my story as much as I have enjoyed living it. The decision to become a part of the EdTech program has by far been the most rewarding and empowering professional decision I have ever made. One of the most interesting and challenging aspects of the EdTech program was learning how to create websites using the HTML authoring system. More specifically, I am able to use the HTML authoring system to create web pages using CSS templates, to write HTML, XHTML, and CSS code that validates under the W3C standards, to write and apply alternative style sheets, and to apply appropriate design principles to create high-quality, professional-looking websites. From these experiences, I have learned how to use quality instructional strategies to create instructional websites that integrate multiple forms of media and meet the needs of diverse learners.
This web page was my very first attempt at using Dreamweaver, basic XHTML, and CSS style sheets to create a web page. This is the EdTech 502 project list web page and serves as a table of contents to the many web pages created during this course. As you can see on this page, there was very simple CSS formatting used for the use of bulleting, font size, font color, a border, and for adding links. The progress in the use of HTML and CSS coding evolves as you progress down the list of assignments. With every assignment, my web pages began to take on more life with the use of more complex HTML and CSS coding. This is an interactive concept map that was created for staff, students, and families to use to gain a better understanding of the rigor and relevance framework at my former elementary school. This assignment demonstrates my ability to use Adobe Fireworks to create banners and to create and insert my own images to help support my instructional message. This image is special in that it contains 2 hyperlinks or hotspots to external resources that provide further information about the focus of the site. For example, when a learner clicks on the sample lesson plans, they're taken to the International Center for Leadership and Education, where sample lesson plans are provided for lessons that provide high rigor, critical thinking, problem-solving skills, as well as high relevance lesson plans. This is a website that was created in the planning phase for the development of an online course for the 512 online course design class. This website really highlights the growth that I have made in the web design when compared to the 502 project list web page previously discussed. This website was my first attempt with the use of copying and pasting CSS templates and manipulating those templates to meet the needs of my instructional purpose. It also does a good job of utilizing the use of navigation bars, both up here on the top as well as here on the side, to link to PDF files as well as external links. For example, up here at the web-based instructional design plan, this is a link to an Adobe file of the complete design document for the future online course Success from the Start that was created for the use in 3rd grade. This link will take you to the final product, the online Moodle course, which I will discuss shortly.
As was previously mentioned, I am pursuing a certificate in online teaching for K-12 students. Throughout my EdTech coursework, I have learned a great deal about quality instructional design and the value of developing instructional materials and learning experiences using a variety of print, audiovisual, computer-based, and integrated technologies. My confidence has grown as I have progressed through the program and as I have completed the planning, design, implementation, and evaluation phases of a few online units of instruction.
I return now to the EdTech 512 online course design planning website. This website serves as the hub for all of the planning materials used in the creation of the online course titled Success from the Start, a course in CSAP prep for 3rd grade. It was used to organize and communicate each step of the planning process and contains the complete web-based instructional design plan. The time and detail that went into the planning of this course led to the successful creation of the Success from the Start, a course in CSAP prep online course. This course is delivered through Moodle and is designed to provide students with an introduction to the Colorado Student Assessment Program, or CSAP, which is the Colorado Standardized Assessment. This course is broken down into 5 one-week modules, each containing its own lesson plan that includes the use of various types of media. Each lesson plan details the time frame, the objectives for the unit or module, as well as the to-do list. Surveys used as pre- and post assessments and created through Google Docs are embedded within each lesson. Videos provide the instructional materials that was created through the use of Camtasia and YouTube. And Excel, Adobe, or Word documents are also embedded into each lesson and serve as the assessment materials for students to print out and complete. This is my short vowels, a review of short vowel phonemes unit of instruction that was created as a kindergarten home extension intervention in my 506 instructional message design course. This was a really fun learning experience for me as I really enjoyed creating instructional graphics around my newfound understandings of visual literacy. On the home page, for example, you will find a short vowels table. Within this graphic, attempts were made to utilize visual literacy elements of labeling, depth, and contrast. Within each individual vowel phoneme row, a common color was used to tie together the picture, the standalone vowel phoneme, as well as the guide word that is written in text form. Each of the vowel phonemes pages follows the same layout. In addition to the short vowel card here, there is a visual of the letter with supporting examples using that vowel phoneme within words. And at the bottom, there is a poem to support each short vowel phoneme of focus. Within these poems, you will see contrast used within text, really using the red to highlight the short A phoneme throughout the poem, and there is embedded audio where students can follow along as their teachers read the poems to them. There are also extension activities provided that link to external Word or Adobe files. In this case, it is a thinking map where students can summarize their learning. This is a virtual field trip titled See Colorado, which was created in the 502 Internet for Educators course. It is a simulated field trip that takes students outside the Denver metro area around the state of Colorado, combining a variety of instructional strategies to teach students about the dynamic geography found in the Centennial State. There is the use of integrated maps, as seen here, which pinpoints various geographical interests. There is the use of embedded audio to provide background knowledge on the Colorado State song, Where the Columbine Grows, as well as Catherine Lee Bates's song, America the Beautiful, which was inspired by the mountains of Colorado. Students visit each of the different geographical formations in Colorado, including the mountains, rivers and lakes, plains and plateaus, and other geographical formations. Here is an example of the miscellaneous or unusual landforms, which includes the Great Sand Dunes National Park, as well as the Garden of the Gods. Each page provides links to photo galleries as well as additional resources if students were interested in learning more about a particular place.
Bulmetis and Dutwin, in their book, The ABCs of Evaluation, describe evaluation as the systematic process of collecting and analyzing data to determine whether or not objectives have been met and to what degree, or to assist in the decision-making process. The role that evaluation plays in educational technology is much greater than I had ever imagined it to be. As I mentioned in my learning log for one of my EdTech 505 projects, I've learned the value of conducting thorough and complete evaluations when determining the effectiveness, efficiency, and/or the impact of programs, products, instructional design, etc., as it relates to the decision-making and strategic short and long-range planning. EdTech 505, Evaluation for Educational Technologists, was by far the most challenging course I have ever participated in at the graduate level. From it, I walk away with a completely new appreciation for the role that evaluation plays in getting to know your learners, evaluating instructional methods and materials, and assessing learner achievement. As I mentioned evaluation, I would like to highlight an evaluation tool that I was required to do that was introduced by Dr. Perkins in both the Evaluation for Educational Technologists course as well as the EdTech 503 Instructional Design course. The evaluation tool is called the Postcard Quiz and covers the topics that were covered in course readings and discussions. It is my opinion that this was the most rewarding and engaging assessment that I have ever seen given to assess learner understanding.
This assessment required me to choose a visual metaphor for each predetermined concept and provide a written description clearly defining the concept in my own words and why it was selected. This graphic, for example, is my visual metaphor for formative and summative assessment. Formative assessment uses monitoring data collected during a program's duration to make modifications towards achieving the intended goals. Michael Phelps, for example, is continuously assessing his performance during swim practice in the weight room and elsewhere, constantly making changes and refinements to his training program, with hopes of reaching his intended goal, a gold medal. Summative evaluation, on the other hand, provides results as to the effectiveness of a program compared to its specified goals using data collected at the end of a program. A driving test, for example, is given after new drivers have had the time to practice and have completed driver's education. This is my visual metaphor for reaching the end of my EdTech journey. For the past 2 years, the miles between Boise State and Denver never seemed too far. I have been made to feel as if I am a part of the Boise State community and always in reach of the peers and faculty that I have worked so closely with. To wrap up the program, I will finally take a real trip to Boise in December to participate in the commencement ceremony, with the hope to meet face-to-face all of the professors and hopefully peers that have made my journey so amazing.
The EdTech program has been an incredible adventure of new thinking, self-discovery, and the realization of just how the use of technology in education opens up opportunities never before seen as possible within the walls of the virtual and traditional classrooms. As educators, we have committed our lives to doing what is best for kids. And as I mentioned in my 501 synthesis paper titled Supporting 21st Century Learning, A Case for Technology in Education, this means committing ourselves to keeping up with the latest research and ideas of best practices for the growth and achievement of the whole child. Technology is a major part of the 21st century and one undeniable, necessary tool that provides students with the learning experiences and opportunities that are needed to prepare them for the complex world in which they are a part of. In my future, I hope to utilize the learning and experiences from the EdTech program in the online special education arena. My dream is to work as an instructional designer and teacher of remedial and general education classes in the online setting, designing courses accessible to the varied dynamics of the special education population. It has been a remarkable 2 years with Boise State, and deciding to pursue a Master of Educational Technology as a second graduate degree has been the best professional decision I have ever made. Thank you for the learning, the support, and the unforgettable experience.